Yeah.
I feel like we're about to launch to the moon. Hi, welcome to Comedy Snacks. I always feel like I shouldn't talk through that music. I feel like I should give it some airtime. I don't know. You ever feel like you listen to radio and they're starting to like talk about this conversation while your favorite song is about to play and they talk right through it and you're like, just shut up so I can listen to the song. Okay, hi. Talked too long about that. My name is Nina Wilder. I'll be hosting Comedy Snacks tonight again. Every week. So tonight is all about showcasing a whole bunch of cool little bites of comedic talent that we have in BC because we're just that damn talented. So you're gonna get bits of everything. Tonight you've got a whole whack of stand-ups. So we've got 3 stand-up comedians tonight, and we're gonna finish things off really musically with the lovely Megan Phillips. So I'm excited to just dig into this tonight. But first, I want to say that I did poll the audience, and I asked you all for a haiku that would explain your pandemic experience. And boy, did you guys deliver. I was blown away by some of the stuff that you sent in. So here's one by the comedian Paige Matheson. Hair is quite scary. COVID has made me ugly. Or ... I was before. That's a little bit self-deprecating, but there you go. We also have one from our many parents who submitted. Stuck home with my kids. I love them, but homeschool is making me drink. That was by Robin Kurtz, everybody. We also still have obviously people that are still working right now, and this is from one of the many wonderful people who are still bravely serving the front line. So this is by Tim Kinneard. Don't come in the store, I shout over again. Don't come in the store. Poor guy. We also have one from a actress and another comedian, Raj. We will get through this staying away from family. Some of us like that. I relate to that one. And then apparently she is also one of our many bakers. I have naught to do but sit here and write haiku. I'll bake bread later. But what we really know is that she's out of yeast, like everybody else in this goddamn planet. So that's some of the haikus. I'll get into maybe some between our acts, but I'm going to jump right in. So first things first, we've got Vancouver's most beloved, famous, best sit-down stand-up comedian. So please give a warm welcome, wherever you are, type clapping for JR, everybody. JR.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm JR. I'm coming to you from Burnaby. First, I do want to point out some things I am getting used to from doing sit-down comedy here at home. I don't have to shake a filthy MC's hand anymore. That's pretty fantastic and one of my favorite things. But I'm worried also that when this isolation ends, like, I don't know if I can go back to doing comedy with pants on. That's a big thing now. Like, I'm using that as a comfort zone. Maybe I'll just be the new version of Bert Kreischer, but just from the bottom down. I only wear pants on some shows, and the money has to be right. Pretty much, you got to pay me good money from here on forward to get pants on too. So, yeah, but this whole online comedy thing, it can be cool in other ways too. It's nice even as an audience member. You don't have to quietly try to go outside or in the bathroom to do your drugs now at a comedy show. You can just fucking sit right where you're at and just do them away. You don't have to miss anything while getting high, but being an audience member and a comic as well after your set is done can lead to anxiety. Like, it's hard to leave because you have a screen that tells you how many participants are in this room. And the anxiety of seeing that 6 right there go down to a 5 And all the other comics and audience members, they immediately go, "Who's not here anymore?" And you're just like, "Fuck, I can't. I just can't deal with that anxiety." So I'm left like stuck in a show now, no matter what, beginning to end, unless I can fake out some technical difficulty. Like, oh, my internet went down, But even if it's an emergency, like my grandma just fell down the stairs, and I'm in my room yelling, "I can't take you to the hospital, Grandma, or the morgue, wherever you need to go. Try walking it off. I can't. I'm stuck in a cage of 6 participants." So it's got its pros and cons pretty much. Another thing I tried out the other day, I'm kind of going crazy here. I created a fake Tinder account. I made one as a female, and I set that mofo up to have like the farthest distance, and and I wanted to see what I'm up against in the Tinder universe, because we don't know. Like, I don't know what you women are seeing on Tinder when you're scrolling. All I know is I'm seeing all the women when I'm scrolling. So I want to know what I'm up against and what my competition is. But oh my God, within me creating my profile, and like, I just automatically liked as much as I could just to start a conversation, even to see what these guys' opening lines are. Like, I went in depth with this. But within 6 minutes of me finishing that, I had over 24 dick pics and about 7 proposals for rape. Like, it is insane. Pretty much what I'm really getting into is men are fucked up, and I'm not worried about my competition at all. I'm sorry, ladies, if that's what you have to fucking deal with. But if you're looking for a man and that's what you're seeing all the time, I don't know how you even have the app. I'm gonna take a sip, make that ice shatter. So since now, there was a big toilet paper craze, and it was hard to find for a while. Has anybody upgraded their butthole hygiene to a bidet yet? Like, I'm telling you, this thing, like, it's super satisfying. I may have been actually using my bidet the wrong since I got it, but I'll never use it right now, because I just started shooting a stream up my butt, and I thought that's how it works, and that's what you're supposed to do, and it sounds right to me. But by doing this, I found another benefit for being a man. Yes, ladies, once again, the man is privileged with a bonus feature, because not only do you get a sparkly butthole, but we get our G spots tickled a little bit too if you hit it right. Like, I've renamed my bidet to the Begay, just because I'll never go back to a regular usage. Just the pooping part used to be the most enjoyable part of pooping, but now it's not. It's the afterwards part. And if you're anything like me, sometimes pooping makes you dehydrated. And if you just lean properly, you can get a quick drink from the fountain.
Oh.
It's come to the point that I rush the poop just so I can sit on the bidet and start scrolling then with my phone. I don't even pull my phone out of the toilet anymore. Just scrolling and cleaning the colon. The only thing I miss about wiping was the accidental fingers in my butthole. Also for me, I'm a much bigger guy. Now, trust me, I'm very aware like how much it would benefit my life. To lose all this weight. And but check this out. I've got a scenario. You've seen all those finalists from that show, The Biggest Loser. Because if I lose all that, like, they just have all that skin, it's just hanging. Because if I lose all this weight, I just gain all that skin. And we all know what that looks like. Have you ever seen candle wax melting into water? Like that look. It's not the look I'm going for. Like, they just look like one giant labia. It's not the look I'm headed for, because I've looked into the cost to get rid of that skin, and it's $10,000. Now, I don't have 10 grand. Like, I'm doing comedy online in Burnaby, BC, receiving CERB checks, so I ain't got 10 grand. I'm gonna have to save all my CERB checks and still make money somewhere else just to get rid of that. So instead, I've started looking into benefits of keeping the skin. Like, I live near Burnaby Mountain, so if I want to get anywhere in the city, if I just got a good running start off the all that thing with that skin. I could just flying squirrel my way around the city and to my destination. I'm properly social distancing, of course. Might hit a few birds on the way, but that's about it. I could convert every boat I'm on into a sailboat. I utilize a new type of renewable energy, wind to skin power. It's a new green mode of transportation. Is that enough, Greta? I'm doing my part. Stop yelling at me. And if our new wind to skin boat capsizes, I can swim up to other swimmers and pretend I'm a stingray. Most people use their hands in the water to pretend they're a shark, like Jaws style. I use my skin to mimic a stingray, Steve Irwin style. That one was right to the heart. Is it too soon? Is it too soon for Steve Irwin? Like, have you seen his kids? They're like growing now. He can go fight stingrays and avenge his father. Another thing about this, I would finally know what foreskin feels like if I kept that skin.
Oh my.
How many I know. This skin thing will be done soon. I'm very sorry. It's very graphic. Do you know how many burritos I can buy with 10 grand though instead? I've searched it up, of course. According to my research, the best deal is 833.333 repeating burritos. But that's not including tax. And we all know how crazy that is. I'll leave you with this here. I just have one quick thing, a new thing I wrote. I kind of want to end off on here. It kind of adds into the last thing. I love pointing out the benefits of being a fat dude, though. Like, besides being amazing at cuddling, we are the best. Like, I don't care what you say. We're always given the benefit of the doubt that no fat guy is a rapist. Or someone who preys on women in a dark alley or park, because you never hear the description, of the assailant as a white male, 5'9", obese, seen here in the CCTV footage, jumping out of some bushes and attempting to chase down some athletic female in runners. First of all, I'm twisting my knee, if not both of them jumping out of anything, especially bushes. And just the thought of jumping out of bushes, it makes me sweaty alone, just the thought. So we have that benefit, lady. All right, thank you.
Hey, everybody. Fantastic. Let me just point out for the record that if men get bidets and it does all the things that you say, men might finally leave the seat down.
I think you'll have trouble getting men off the toilet. It's just.
Well, we got some toys, you got some toys, we all got some. Anyway.
It's a hard to reach area, okay?
There will be a lot less fighting.
Yeah, look.
And
we're both exactly.
Fantastic. Okay, so next up, I'm very pleased to announce she's probably the furthest from us right now. So this is your faraway star comic for the night. Please give it up for Erin Calder.
Hey.
You fancy dressed.
Yeah, my name is Erin Calder. I'm 23 years old, coming at you from all the way in Courtenay, BC on Vancouver Island. And yeah, the good thing about dating right now, but the bad thing about doing comedy right now is I can't get the clap from either of you guys. And so I had a one-night stand during quarantine, and then I get a text from him a couple of days later that says he has a fever, and my response is like, oh God, tell me you have herpes, tell me I'm pregnant, anything but the COVID. And yeah, so I don't know if any of you 6 participants is into dirty talk, but I think my number one turn on for sure is consent. I think clear consent is so sexy, so unbelievably sexy. And so some people say my boyfriend and I do dirty talk different when, it goes something like, are you of sound mind, body, and spirit? Are you ready? This is my dirty talk voice. Are you ready, willing, and able? And that's what they say on the same thing as the EI form. So I know he stole that one from somewhere. And it's like, ooh, baby, take me to the courthouse, sign on the dotted line. Let's get this dated today. This is so consensual. And for our birthdays, we bring in a witness to sign the form as well when we really want to change it up. And on my birthday, we brought in hot wax and we signed with an insignia. So it's like to stamp it, like that official. I am consenting to this event. Like, oh my god, damn. Yeah, that's what does it for me. Yeah, someone was just telling me like their number one turn on is shibari, and which is tying your whole body up in ropes. And he's asked me if anyone has done that to me, and it's like, no, I've never hooked up with a samurai before. Like, and yeah, he's making me feel so vanilla for my kink, but and yeah, my last hookup story. I got to share a hookup story with everyone because it's so epic. So I went to this guy's house and he says, oh, do you want the tour? This is my bedroom. And on his door, it has a little label with dinosaurs on it and it says Trevor's room. So number one, red flag number one. And then red flag number two is above his bed, there's a poster of a velociraptor fighting a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then red flag number three is his whole, like a king size bed, duvet cover, sheets, and pillowcases are all a realistic Tyrannosaurus Rex pattern. And so, like, yeah, you girls know, like, this is a 25-year-old, like, handsome man. And you don't know a red flag until it's right in front of you. And like, I don't date guys that breed snakes anymore because it's too much. But this was not one of those times. That night I had the best Tyrannosaurus sex of my entire life. When I am gonna do this joke, I just write Cockzilla on my paper and I know what it means. And it's right before he was about to finish, he said, "Are you ready to feel the mass extinction? This is why they call me the comet, baby."
Oh god.
And yeah, just like a little fun fact too, I did this whole performance and his mom was in the audience one time. And it's like, I wonder if she's like, huh, my son is an adult man with T-Rex sheets. But yeah, I don't know if that was 5 minutes or anything, but I'm gonna throw it back
to there, everybody. Oh my god, the dating stories that we have. Well, at least now you get a Zoom prelude before you get commit to any lizards in the bedroom. I had JR mentioned that the dating apps are like getting crazy. I wonder if they're saying that they're crazier now because of the whole COVID situation. Everyone, I guess, is getting lonely, so they're just jumping online now if it wasn't ever available. But get this. Things are getting so crazy. I had somebody ask me out on Instagram who I did not know. I got a message from this guy on Instagram saying like, hey, I saw your profile. Like, would you want to go out sometime? And I'm like, well, one, like, no, because quarantine. And two, I was just like, well, I was like, okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it, but no, thank you. And then he came back with, well, aren't you single?
That's my line. I don't know why it's stolen.
Like, is that like, I didn't know what, like, is that your closer? Like, am I be like, oh shit, oh yeah, I guess I'll go get dressed. Like,
validate yourself with a man, Nina.
So if Tinder isn't working for you, Instagram. Insta dating. Okay, next up, very excited to announce very, very seasoned comic in the Vancouver scene. Please give it up for Ryan McQuillan, everybody.
Hey, thanks, Nina. I don't mean to take anything away from Aaron, but I'm the furthest away right now. I'm actually in the village of Cumberland, which is on Vancouver Island.
It's a way.
Yeah, I grew up here. And I was actually at a party before quarantine hit, and somebody told me that I speak with an island rural accent. And that's not something I'd ever heard before. And frankly, it was the nicest way anyone's ever told somebody that they sound like a hick. Like, did I talk about swimming holes too much? Was it because I corrected them when they tried to spell swimming holes with a G? I don't know. But I'm hunkered down in my mom's place here for a couple months, and I don't know. I always thought comedy would bring me to my mom's house eventually, but I didn't think I'd ever perform comedy from my mom's house. And it's crazy here. She has no idea how to interior decorate. She has Buddhist things, she has Christian things, she has Hindu things, Wicca. I feel like I'm living in the Museum of Cultural Appropriation. It's and like she can hear me saying this, and I know she's just seething downstairs, but she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know if she needs to beat me, pray for me, or cast a spell on me. So I feel like I'm safe. I will talk about myself a little bit. For the most part, I'm a very nice guy, but there is a bit of me that's an asshole, and that's my asshole. I'm a very sweaty man, and I see nothing but positives for that, despite what other people think. For instance, I'm not sure if you've seen the movie 127 Hours with James Franco, where the hiker gets his arm stuck in a rock for 127 hours. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm such a sweaty guy, right? I'd never have that problem because I just don't go hiking. I'm a very hairy man, which also has its benefits. Because I think universally women love back hair. Right? Please? I need this. No, the one good part about being really hairy is when I go to get a haircut, there's always a moment when the barber is shaving or trimming the back of my neck, and he pulls my shirt back, and he just has no idea where to stop. I just kind of cut it. I'm just like, yeah, just to the waistline, please. I'm lucky enough to be working from home right now, and it's fantastic. I work in the sporting industry, and I'm proud of what we do. We allow transgendered individuals to play on the team with which they identify, and I'm a big fan of that, but not everybody in the office is. There's this one woman, and this is her argument against it. She says, first of all, I'm a mom. Yeah, we fucking know, Brenda. I guess the only thing tougher than being a mom is not bringing it up. And then she's just like, and I just wouldn't want my daughter playing with a bunch of kids. Well, I speak from experience that being a parent doesn't automatically qualify you to know what's best for your kids. I know this because my parents are parents. And my dad wanted to name me Angus. I don't know why people are so against this gender fluidity. I guess it's a wave, but I think it's because it does raise certain questions in certain situations. Like, for instance, if a born female identifies somewhere between a man and a woman, do I have to pay them more? Like, what is this gender fluidity? Just some kind of clever ruse to get around the wage gap? Where on the spectrum is it okay to stop somebody on the street and tell them to smile? I'll leave you guys with this one. Well, a couple more. I was able to bring my record collection from home to Cumberland, and I'm happy about that. I'm very fickle about my record collection. And for me, it has to be in alphabetical order, or else nothing makes sense. And I know that's a bit hyperbolic, but I'm not sure if it's because I'm neurotic or because I only own one record. And this is my last one, I promise. I think when I'm going to get out of here, I'm going to start looking to date an older woman. I think the trade-off right now is just too fantastic because she can take like a young brazen stud like me and teach me how to connect emotionally during sex. And in return, I can teach her how to use Zoom. That's me. Thanks so much for having me.
Yay.
Ryan McMillan, everybody. We're gonna jump to our last act, but before we do, I'd like to do just a couple more haikus here because they're so brilliant. So this one's by Natasha Richards, an actress, comedian. Social distancing. It isn't so terrible. Have another beer. I think that's
a great one.
And then here's one actually from an old client of mine way back when. She's super funny. She's recently discovered TikTok as a 40-year-old mom, and she's killing it. COVID hair, don't care. Showers are overrated. I don't smell. You smell. So Sandra Geddes, everybody. And then finally, last one is Rachel Bowser, who was actually on the show last week. Why am I like this? My porn searches are scary, confused orgasms. She actually submitted 2. So the second was, I miss McNuggets. My pubes are going crazy. What day is it now? Rachel Bowser, everybody. Find her at Tinder Tales if you haven't been able to guess. Okay, I'm very excited to welcome our last act. She does a whole bunch of stuff. She acts, she sings, she tells jokes, she's hilarious. So she's going to fuse some of those talents together for you now. Please give it up for Megan Phillips, everybody.
Hi, guys. Okay, I got a couple songs for you. Let's start with the dating train. I used to date on Tinder, and this is a song about it. I'm an all-Canadian woman. I've got a stable job and I'm quirky. I love dogs and bikes. I got symmetrical features. Date me. I'm kind and generous and super modest. I'm a really great listener and I give good gifts. I mean really great gifts that I can't afford. Date me. Swipe right. Date me. 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 I look exactly like my picture 4 years ago. Me. You should know that I overshare sometimes when I get excited, and sometimes I get a little jealous. My last relationship ended cause I cheated on my ex. Date me. And I'm filled with ambition and an eating disorder. I've got rampant self-hatred and anxiety, and my grandmother died of alcoholism. Love me. Love me. Love me. Love me. Love me. Love me, date me, date me, date me, love me, love, date me, date me, date me, date me. Oh, sorry if that came off a little strong. It's just ha 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 ha. That was a joke. You said you wanted a girl with a sense of humor, so ha 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 ha. That was a funny joke. Okay, here it is. I'm super duper flawed. I try to hide it to feel better. I'm one hot mess and I'm getting older. Would you love me as I am? Oh, you would? Oh, you're 5'1". No thanks, no thanks, thank you, no thanks. I'll pay, no way, okay, my car's this way, had to go anyway. I'm gay, it's like a spectrum, so I'm gonna die alone, 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 gonna die alone. Thank you. So that's how dating went. Now let's talk about my career. Here we go. One more for you. How are you doing out there?
I'm so excited. Have you ever
That's
thought
not part of
what
this.
love is
Not part of the song. That was me raising.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I'm just following Lena's advice and finding you on Instagram right now.
Wow.
Okay. One more for you. This was about my career before COVID. Okay. Okay. Follow your dreams. Lead from the heart. Believe in yourself. Believe in your art. Your dreams are important, valid and true. No one will follow your dreams for you. So follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Now, there may be some naysayers out there who say, get a job! To you, I say, I have a job. It's following my dreams. Sometimes it's teaching children drama when their parents put them in there to fix their shyness. And they end the class by putting a used Kleenex in my hand that they just coughed in. But you know what? It's okay. Because I'm following my dreams. See, I've been at this career for like 15 years now, and look at me. So you know what? You can too. Follow your dreams. Be like me. Broke and alone with a master's degree. Follow your dreams. You could go far. Like literally, 'cause you live in your car and you're swimming in debt. Your life is a mess. Your peers, they succeed and you feign happiness. But it's all okay, 'cause your dreams prevail, even though no one cares. Some mid-30s female. Follow your dreams. Don't mean to take the song and make it a bummer, but I lost $2,000 on my art last summer. My socks all have holes, and in full disclosure, can't afford my cousin's wedding. I do shows for exposure. My friends all had their dreams so they could pay their bills. They all found steady jobs for their transferable skills. Now they pay their rent and don't embarrass their families. They can afford things like health insurance and vacation and fancy cheese. Oh my God, fancy cheese. Guys, they can afford fancy cheese like any single day. Like any fucking day. Like they could like walk up or like order online Save On and be like, I will get your farmer's finest Parmesan Reggiano, please, organic, for the whole evening. Let's have a dinner party with friends. And then Joe at the counter will be like, oh, that's like $17.94. And then my friend will be like, here's $20. Keep the change. You could use it, Joe. Like any day. Like not just payday. So follow your dreams, but then use your smarts. Find literally any job that's not in the arts. Work from 9 to 5, then put on the kettle. Life just gets so much easier when you give up and settle. Follow your dreams. Thanks, everybody. Happy quarantine.
Oh my God, Megan Phillips.
Wow. Wow.
I'm just so
Yes.
proud of
Wow.
what you saw tonight. Please, in your respective homes, please give it up for all your comedians tonight. We got Megan Phillips, Aaron Calder, Ryan McCrillen, JR. Hats off to you guys. If you like what you saw, you can donate to the show. I've got a PayPal link just in the chat there. All the proceeds go to these guys. So, if you hated them, don't donate. No, just kidding. Please donate. Throw coins at us. Metaphorical coins. We can't actually receive anything physical. Thank you so much for joining us at Comedy Snacks tonight. We hope you come back next week. We got shows every week, 8:30.
Bop.
There you go. Thanks so much, everyone. Have an amazing Thursday. See you next week. Boom.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Nina.
Bye, everyone. Thanks, Nina.
Bye.